The Chargers have a new identity and they looked great. And I'm going to pull up the film to show you guys. So while I pull up the film, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you do enjoy this content. It helps me out so much. And now, here's the first play I want to show you guys. Two things I want to show you on this first play. Number one, Keenan Allen is going on this out route, about a 10-yard out right here, but also the offensive line protection is just beautiful. There's no one within 5 yards of Justin Herbert throwing the ball right here. It does end up being an incomplete pass because this ball sails on him a little bit, but check out the pass protection from this angle. This is Christian Wilkins on Jamaree Salyer. This is Trey Pipkins on Jaelan Philips. And this is Bradley Chubb on Rashawn Slater. None of these guys have a chance. And then obviously Zack Sieler right here. Combo blocked with Corey Linsley and Zion Johnson. I mean, there's no chance at all for anyone to even touch Justin Herbert on this play. So keep in mind the offensive line dominance right here and also that 8-yard or 10-yard out by Keenan Allen. This is the first third down of the game for the Chargers. We got trips formation right here. Quentin Johnston on the shallow over the middle. Josh Palmer going on the little crosser over the middle. And then Mike Williams deep route. At the top of the screen, we got Keenan Allen isolated on this out route again. Keep that in mind. But also, Justin Herbert is going to get under pressure by Zack Sieler. Avoids the sack and then runs up the field. Gets the first down on this third and I think it was like 4 or 5 yards. Either way, he gets the first down. But look at Zion Johnson. He's the one who's letting up the pressure on Zack Sieler right here. And we're going to talk about him a little later on in this video towards the end because the Dolphins were attacking Zion Johnson specifically in pass protection. And this is why I was telling you to watch Keenan Allen on those out routes. Now we have Mike Williams going deep down the field. This is going to take away this defender on the outside as well as the deep safety to open up this Keenan Allen to the outside, right? Nope, he's going to wheel it all the way up the field. This is what you're setting up when you have Keenan Allen running those 3 straight out routes to begin the game. A wheel route on a linebacker, David Long Jr. That is a mismatch all the way. Kellen Moore is setting up so perfectly, and also Keenan Allen setting this up so perfectly. You can see he's just kind of dilly-daddling around until he cuts to the outside and then sprint and explode upfield. Justin Herbert, great anticipation, great ball placement, great play design, great play call all around. This is just really good offense by the Chargers. You know what was really great? The freaking running game. And I love this block by Gerald Everett. I love the design that Kellen Moore has here. Push Gerald Everett up the field so that he goes to this gap, forcing this linebacker to come down, expecting the running back to fill in this lane too, as well as the tight end. But then he cuts back and then blocks the weak side linebacker on this play. So Austin Ekeler can burst right through. We also got a lot of good offensive line blocks on this play, but just check out this little movement right here. Go up the field to force this linebacker. I think that's Andrew Van Ginkel. I can't really tell. Yeah, I think it is. And then you cut it back. So now you have 2 linebackers sucked in. This is a 2-for-1 block, sucking off 2 linebackers on the field right here. Hold on, pause right there. Don't take that out of context. That's just a great block. Good play design by Kellen Moore. Heavy formation. We got another 3rd and short for the Chargers. What are we going to do? Run the ball, right? Nope. Play action pass. What they want to do is get these linebackers sucked up towards the line of scrimmage again. Pause. I said it again, bro. But these linebackers do not commit. You can see they get depth and they see Austin Ekeler coming out in the backfield. Justin Herbert looks right there because if this linebacker was sucked up towards the line of scrimmage because of the run game, look at how much room Austin Ekeler would have had to work with right here. It would have been a touchdown, but now he has to roll out to his right side. Second read is Mike Williams, and he's not open because if I reverse it, you can see Kader Kohou is looking at this play, and then he looks behind him. He sees, okay, Justin Herbert's going to roll out. I'm going to get depth so I can cover Mike Williams. If he doesn't do that, he's up here in Justin Herbert's face so that he can throw this ball deep to Mike Williams. But instead, nobody's in Justin Herbert's face, so he says, I can just run this thing for the first down, and that's exactly what he does. Bro, Austin Ekeler has just such great vision, and you can see it on this play. It's not going to go for much. It's going to only go for about 6 yards right here. But if I take it from this angle, you will really appreciate Austin Ekeler. Check it out. This is Jamaree Salyer, my right guard, working on Christian Wilkins, a very good defensive lineman in the NFL for the Dolphins. And Austin Ekeler runs it up. You can see Christian Wilkins got his eyes on him. So what is Austin Ekeler going to do? I'm going to go this way, and then he's going to cut it back towards this lane right here because he knows Christian Wilkins is going to commit to this side. If he sees him cut over here, because you can see he's looking over the shoulder. And so he's never even trying to go up this lane. Austin Ekeler isn't. You can see before he even lands on his foot right here, he's already planning to cut this thing back ferociously and then run down the field, put your helmet down and explode through that second level and try to fall forward. The Chargers are so creative in the run game. You can see Gerald Everett getting pulled from this side in pre-snap motion. We're going to snap the ball while he's in motion. So we got two tight ends pulling now as lead blockers. You use this one on the edge defender, Bradley Chubb, who was not blocked by Rashawn Slater, the left tackle. And now we have a free lead blocker as a tight end, Stone Smartt, because we have two tight ends in motion right here. This is just really good run design and a great gain by Joshua Kelley. But check out how interesting this is as Corey Linsley, the center, how he climbs up to the second level of the defense. He's just kind of sealing off with his butt. I think that's Zack Sieler again working on Zion Johnson, but he wants this linebacker to commit to this side so that we don't have a lot of traffic right here for Joshua Kelley to run through. Also, something this is a little bit nitpicky, but Rashawn Slater, I think if he doesn't commit so hard to this inside lane, and if he just stays a little more towards this outside, then he would have a better grip on Jerome Baker, and then he wouldn't be able to get that arm out right here. You can see and affect this play and get into that Joshua Kelley running lane. But you know what? We're getting nitpicky right there. That's just a good gain and really good play design by this Chargers offense. This play is really, really complex, to say the least. We got Quentin Johnston in motion, so we have an RPO. You can either hand this ball off or throw this to Quentin Johnston in a screen pass, which looks like it would have been a pretty good option right here. But let me take this back because this run block is so complex. We have the right guard and the left guard pulling to this left side while we have Rashawn Slater just completely swiping away this defensive lineman so that the right guard, Jamari Sawyer, can come in and get that crack block. We have Trey Pipkins, the right tackle now, letting this guy go on the edge so he can climb up to the second level and get the linebacker. Now, let me take this back again because we have the tight end now at the top of the screen going right up the field, avoiding this edge player so that left guard Zion Johnson is also pulling away to pick that man up, and our tight end can block the second level defender. Okay, do we all have this understood now? This is so complex and it works beautifully. Joshua Kelley running right up the field because all of these guys got their blocks in a honestly really tough assignment. You can see, let me just play this in full speed so you can try to comprehend everything that's going on. Keep an eye on all of these guys. It is really complex. Boom. Got a couple seal-off guys, and then we got a couple guys climbing to the second level, two guards pulling. Whoa. We got another RPO. This time we're pulling our center and our left guard all the way down the field, and you can see Mike Williams. Usually it's either the inside or the outside man getting the screen pass. This time it's the man in the middle. Mike Williams catching this ball, and now look at this. Let me pause it, because if Mike Williams cuts inside and allows Corey Linsley to pick up this block, this could have been a big gain for him. Instead, the linebacker beats Corey Linsley because he tries to make that outside move right there. He's probably coached to just go towards the outside and avoid all of these guys on the inside of the field. But still, I think you need to have that, football sense to just, okay, how can I manipulate this defender into my blocker? And the only answer is to cut upfield towards the inside. One thing that I wanted to see more from the Chargers offense in this game is more of those intermediate routes, those intermediate passes. We have Keenan Allen in the intermediate as well as Mike Williams. And you can't throw it deep because you have these two deep safeties. This is that Vic Fangio defense. Don't let anything go over the top behind you, just like Brandon Staley's got. But if I'm Justin Herbert, I want to step up in this pocket right here and look to my man Mike Williams, who is sitting in the soft spot of the zone. And it looks like you could zip this thing right in there with Justin Herbert's arm, man. You can get that thing in there like a laser. But instead, he steps up. He sees Austin Ekeler. He's open on this play, so this is not a terrible throw. This is a good throw, and then Austin Ekeler gets some yak and getting that first down on a third down. Big run for Austin Ekeler right here. Look at the Dolphins linebackers. Jerome Baker falls for it right here because you can see Austin Ekeler is going towards this right side. But also, what is David Long Jr. doing on this weak side? He's just completely getting sucked in to this B gap on the opposite side of the field. And now he's sealed off, as well as I think that is Christian Wilkins on the play. Bro, this is some really good blocking. And then Austin Ekeler isolated on these DBs. He's going to make every single one of them miss and then stiff arm all the way down the field to get to the 8. yard line, something like that. But check out this blocking, bro. This is insane. That's actually Raekwon Davis. And you can see Justin Herbert checks into this play. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on right here. He's doing some sort of motion, probably killing the last play and going into this one. Now look at David Long Jr., how he just completely commits to this gap, gets sucked down the field, and now Jamari Sawyer is just sunning Raekwon Davis on this block. Oh my gosh. And then Austin Ekeler doing the rest on this play. Every single Charger was doing exactly what they needed to do on this 55-yarder. So we didn't get the touchdown there. Let's just run the ball right at the 1-yard line. Halfback toss, fake it. And now I'm looking down the field to Donald Parham, my 6'9" tight end on a tiny cornerback. And that is a touchdown every single time. Great read by Justin Herbert. You can see fake toss, immediately turn my body, set my feet, and then step into this throw. Boom, right to Donald Parham as he gets hit by two Dolphins defenders. That's Bradley Chubb and Christian Wilkins. Now, this play looks a lot like what Mike McDaniel was doing on the other side of the field. We got Joshua Kelley in motion towards this top of the screen to further isolate our matchup. Keenan Allen on this Dolphins defender. I believe that's Xavien Howard, number 25. But this is just my guy is better than your guy. Make a move, go towards the inside. Boom, you get that separation, catch the ball, and get up the field for a good 7-yard gain. That's what the Dolphins were doing all day against the Chargers, except it was for big chunks. Now we're just running zone beaters right here. We have our 3 wide receivers. Gerald Everett, the tight end, is just going to go up the field, take this linebacker and the safety. Josh Palmer is going to take this cornerback and then this safety as he gets out of that zone. And Keenan Allen is just going to come up between Josh Palmer's taking up this cornerback and the safeties. So it leaves no man on Keenan Allen because this tight end's over here. This cornerback is over here. We got a little soft spot in Justin Herbert with the laser strength to fit that in there before these two defenders can collide and get Keenan Allen. But now let me take this back, because look at the bottom of the screen and Quentin Johnston on Xavien Howard right here, the Dolphins' best cornerback, gonna go up the field, little whip route, whoop, and then he's gonna get wide open. Look at the separation at the bottom of the screen, bro. I know this isn't Justin Herbert's read, but this is a good route by Quentin Johnston against Xavien Howard, the best cornerback that the Dolphins have. Again, we're just going to run these zone beaters. Bottom of the screen, Joshua Palmer and Quentin Johnston. Both of these Miami defenders have to respect the deep ball. And you can see Josh Palmer now cut towards the inside. Quentin Johnston cut towards the outside. And Justin Herbert throws this ball right here before Quentin Johnston is even cutting. He's in his throwing motion. That ball is zipped right in there. QJ catches it for a first down. Great route and great play design. This was very close to a big play for the Chargers. You can see we got Donald Parham working up the field. Josh Palmer going on the shallow route. The safety commits to him, leaving this space open. And now we have Austin Ekeler, our running back, going from this side of the field up. And Andrew Van Ginkel has to leave Donald Parham, the tight end, to pick up Austin Ekeler, or else there would be nobody along this entire field. This is green grass for him, but instead, Donald Parham is wide open over the middle of the field right now. And then, boom, lowers the shoulder on Kader Kohou. Get a little bit of yak right there, get into Dolphins territory. This is a big play for the Chargers. Could have been an even bigger play if Andrew Van Ginkel did not pick up Austin Ekeler. Another RPO for the Chargers, and you can see the Dolphins played this pretty well. So Justin Herbert tucks it, tries to throw this screen pass, says, maybe not. And then he tucks that one, makes a man miss, and then makes another man miss and runs up the field for a first down. The decision making by Justin Herbert is really good in such a short amount of time. Tucks it, tucks that one again, and then boom, make Raekwon Davis miss. And now I'm going to cut up the field again, make Jerome Baker miss, and get tackled as you get the first down. Really good decision making and poise by Justin Herbert. Bro, the offensive line dominance is just something I'm not used to as a Chargers fan. This is an easy 10-yard run. We have this double team block on Raekwon Davis, and they're working up the field so much that Zion doesn't even have to climb to the second level. He's already in the second level, picking up Jerome Baker, the linebacker. Seal off this hole right here. Austin Ekeler, boom, go right through it and pick up a good 10, 11 yards and get the first down. Look at it from this angle, and you can see how beautiful this seal off is in this hole. And it opens up like the garden of, not the, what opens up like Moses parted the seas. That's what it is. I don't know the Bible, man. I'm sorry, but I know football, and that is a beautiful sight to see. And when you have your run game working, what do? You fake the handoff, and then you play action bootleg pass to this opposite side. Right here, Justin Herbert sets his feet, and he should be throwing this thing to Mike Williams on the underneath route, but instead, it's to Keenan Allen, who is getting bear hugged by Xavien Howard all the way down the field, and this ball just sails on him because Keenan Allen could not separate from guy who was just interfering him throughout the entire route. You can see the flag right here. This is why people say when the run game is working, it opens up your passing game. Jerome Baker and Andrew Van Ginkel, boom, boom, getting clogged up on this line of scrimmage. Now we have Austin Ekeler just leaking out of the backfield. And who is going to tackle this man within like 20 yards? There's absolutely nobody on this side of the field, and it shows because now we're in Dolphins territory. This is that same kind of play I was talking about earlier where I said I want to see Mike Williams get that target where Justin Herbert stepped up and threw it to the running back right here. He cooks, and this is that same kind of route that we saw from Mike Williams earlier in the game where I said I wanted to see Justin Herbert target him, and now he's targeted Mike Williams. As soon as he cuts right there, he's in his throwing motion. This ball is zipped right into that soft spot of the zone and the intermediate routes behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties. That is how you beat a Vic Fangio defense. And this is where everything collapsed for us. We have Jerome Baker on the blitz right here, and then we're going to have a stunt move. Zack Sieler committing inside, and then Christian Wilkins letting him go past him, and then swipe away, go back to where this gap was, and now you can see all of these Dolphins defenders just converge on Justin Herbert on this play. And this is the sack that ended the game. We have Zack Sieler again committing heavy towards this side. It's the same kind of move. Christian Wilkins again, same stunt move for these two guys. He's coming back to where he left that gap. And now we have this corner blitzing from this left side attacking this gap that Quentin Johnston was in. And if I rewind this, you can see, boom, right there. He looks over to this side. I don't know if he can even see him in his peripheral vision because of the helmet, but he commits to Christian Wilkins because he considers him the biggest threat. Doesn't matter, though, because Justin Herbert had no time, and he just gets sandwiched by these two Miami defenders. So that was the film. A lot to like from this Chargers offense, even though they did lose the game. Really good running the ball, taking advantage in the passing game. But also, if you want to see the Miami Dolphins offense and the Chargers defense, there is also a lot to see on that side of the ball.